So, but my point is this: you get kids that are so hung up on I'm a 5-star, I'm a 3-star, I'm a this star, whatever. And I've talked to coaches about this. I said, you guys have lost the ability to walk in a gym, don't look at a sheet of paper, and tell me who's the best player in the gym. So now this is what they do. They all have a sheet of paper that someone's wrote an opinion about them. And these kids, they care about that opinion. The boy, they think it's gold. So as a coach, they're going to walk in, they're going to pick up this thing, and they're going to see the number 1 player, number 2 player, number 3 player. Now, I would walk in the gym and say, well, you need to watch. I said, don't tell me who to watch. I said, if he's that good, I'm going to know who he is. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was my thing. I said, I'm going to walk in this gym, and I'm going to tell you who the best player. My first college job, I walk in this gym, I'm 23 years old. I mean, I walk in this gym. I didn't know much about recruiting, but I knew people that could play. I saw Penny Hardaway. Didn't even know who he was. I hit the head. I said, hey, we need to get that guy. He said, who is he? I said, I don't know, but I'm going to find out who he is. I didn't know who Penny Hardaway was. Yeah. I said, Coach, he can go. He can flat out go. So I go right up to him after, hey, what's your name? He said, he told me his real name.
Stop it real quick.
When
was this?
Oh, back in the 80s.
Did they have like ratings like 5 stars?
Oh, of course. But see, back then, the only 2 camps that they had was the ABCD camp, which was sponsored by Adidas, and the Nike camp. Okay. Those are the only 2 camps. Now we got a million of them. Yeah. So you had to go to one of those camps to kind of be seen. But so I'm in this gym, and he said, well, they call me Penny. I wrote his name down. Give me your number. He said, where you from? I said, what you mean? I said, I'm from Florida. He said, oh, okay. Now, when I said Florida, he thought University of Florida.
Got him.
So he wrote it down. Oh, yeah, coach, yeah. I got it. So I goes back over to my coach and say, this is his name. Yeah. He said, oh, we can't get that kid. I said, why? Now, I'm coaching at Gulf Coast Community College. He said,
we're going to get Penny Hardaway.
I'm coaching at Gulf Coast Community College. He said, man, we can't get that kid. I said, why? He said, that's the number 1 player in the country. And he's going to Memphis. I said, oh. So the head coach said, well, one thing I know, you know talent. Yeah. You know? but that's a lost art. Yeah. You know, walking in and finding that diamond, you know, everybody now is recruiting off of a sheet of paper that somebody wrote. That's no more than that guy's opinion. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm going to look at what I like. And I don't care if he say he's number 1, but I like that guy right there. And I don't care what number you are. Yeah. That's a lost art. Nobody does that no more. Everybody's recruiting off of a sheet of paper. And I think that they are really, really, really hurting themselves and cheating themselves because they don't get the Scottie Pippens. They don't get the Dennis Rodmans. And I'm naming guys who are Hall of Famers.
I mean, it's Stephen Curry.
Another example.
Yeah.
So it's changed so much that the coaches are actually recruiting off of this kind of stuff rather than what they see. Yeah. You know, and that was one thing I tried to share with my son on the college level. I said, man, trust your eyes. Trust what you see. I said, you know what your boss like. Yeah. Trust what you see. Don't go by what that paper say. You know what I mean? Yeah. Over at FSU, my son said, Dad, I want you to watch this kid. He was at James. He may have been at UNF at this time. Yeah. And so he said, I want you to go watch this kid for me. He's at FSU's teen camp. And I'm like, Byron, the kid is horrible. I said, he's horrible. He can't play. Well, Dad, you know, so-and-so got him ranked. I said, son, I don't care. The kid cannot play for you guys. I said, Coach Dressler's gonna fire you. You bring that kid in. So Leonard Hamilton said, "Hey man, who are you here? Who Byron got you here watching?" He says, "Nobody remotely on that team. You done watched that team 3 times." I said, "I know." I was ashamed to tell Coach Ham who I was watching. So eventually I told him. He said, "You trying to get your son fired?" I said, "Well, I know the kid's not good enough. I just wanted to be sure." You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, I asked my son, I said, well, son, what other offers that kid have? I don't know, Dad, but I saw him do this, blah, blah, blah. That kid ended up going to a Division III school. You know what I mean? And so I tried to help my son. This is how you evaluate.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't about how many points. I said, I'm going to teach you how to walk in that gym, watch players, and put a check by his name.
Right.
You know, is he active?
Yeah.
You know, is he getting up and down the floor? Is he fighting for rebounds? You know, what kind of leader is he? Watch him when someone knock him down. Watch him when the coach get on him and take him out.
Yeah.
You know, all those little things. I said, that's recruiting.
Right.
That's evaluating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, look in the stands and find his mama or his daddy or his uncle. See how they're behaving, how they acting. Is that what you want to bring in your program?
Right.
See, nobody recruits like that anymore. And I think it's a lost art because I think that's why so many kids, just only in my opinion, that jumps in this transfer portal because I don't have an opportunity to build a rapport with you. You know, because back in when I was doing this, man, I could come see you, talk to you, call you. Hey, man, what's going on? How was your day at school today? Hey, man, look, I'm going to be in town. Let's go have lunch. I can't do that anymore. I can only reach out a certain many times and this and that, and I don't think you build a rapport.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your family and know if you're a good fit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
Yeah.
kids get to a school and it's not a good fit.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think that the coaches, the NCAA needs to revisit this thing and allow coaches to do their job so so many kids won't go to the portal. I'm not making a mistake on this kid. I know he's a good kid. He fits our program.
Right.
But if you don't let me recruit him,
Yeah. That's the whole point of recruiting.
Absolutely.
Get to know the guy. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.